strings in Java. In C, C++, we have seen this strings concept. There we use character array for storing strings. Okay. Now what is string? String is a collection of characters, you can say. That's it. Suppose you are considering any Java program, there are multiple strings object. How? See, this args is a array of strings. This is nothing but a command line argument. The next one here, whatever we have written like hello world, this is what? This is again a string. Okay, but this is a string literal or string constant, you can say. Okay, this is a string literal, this one is a array of strings. Now this string is nothing but a class which is inbuilt, and that is in java.lang package. Okay, lang stands for language. Every program needs that java.lang package. Every program, you cannot write any Java program without using java.lang package. Always keep in mind. Means if you want to just write something onto the screen, then we use this println statement or print statement that present in that java.lang package, because this system class is present in that java.lang package. Now next one is, suppose you are using here string, then that string is again present in that java.lang package. That's why, of course, if you want to write any program in this language, then you must need java.lang package. Object class is there, and that object class is a base class that is present in java.lang package, and from that object class all other classes are derived, like string class, then string buffer class. Getting? These are just some examples how to create string. Their first way is string class you have to use. The second way is there is one more class, that is string buffer. You can use for string handling. To create a string, you have to use these two classes. The first one I will explain in depth, then we will go for second one. Okay. Now string class, if you want to use, then how to create any string variable? String variable is nothing but object of string class. Now we will write like this, only write string and then write yes. That's it. Now this is nothing but creating only reference to string object. If you want to create string, then there are two ways. See, the first way is you have to use here new string in this way. Getting? In this way you can create a string. Second way is you can create string variable like only this, let s1. This is again possible. Whenever you will assign whatever string to this one, then automatically the object will be created. Okay, now what is the difference exactly, that again I am going to explain, don't worry. Now see, let you want to create any string, in this way you can create. Now just tell me, what is this? This string is again a name of a class. See, and here we are just writing their parenthesis. Parenthesis, when we write parenthesis, whenever we are just calling constructor, just creation of object is nothing but calling constructor. Okay, now here we are just calling constructor of that string class, and that is a default constructor. There are basically three types of constructors that first I am going to explain. Those all constructors we have to see one by one how to use that to create a string object. Okay, any doubts? Simple. The first constructor is a default constructor. In this way we can create. Now here what will happen internally? Internally there are two sections actually. Heap area is the first one, and second one is here we have seen 5 memory areas while learning that JVM architecture. The first area is method area, then stack area, then heap area and others. Okay, then from that heap area there always object creation will be done. Okay, and the one more area is the method area. In that there is one section. Okay, and that section is nothing but string constant pool. String constant pool. This SCP section is there inside method area. Okay, now what will happen? See, whenever we create any string like this, then the object, yes, will be created here in this section. heap section, the reference is yes, in this way. See, here you can pass a string also. Let here I am passing like eLogic. Then the object will have this string. Okay, and the reference is S. In this way, in heap area, the object will be created, and at the same time, one more copy of that object will be created like this in SCP section again for future purpose. Okay, now but there is no any reference. Then you may say like whenever any object is not having reference, then it is eligible for garbage collection. Okay, but that is only for heap area. The garbage collector will only check what are the objects are there which are not having references, and those only eligible for garbage collection. But if any object is present in this SCP section, then that will not be freed by that garbage collector. Getting? Now see, whenever we write like this, internally this will happen. In heap section, that object will get allocated space and the reference is yes. Internally the string is eLogic. Now here again one copy will be created in this SCP section. Now whenever you will create like this, see there is one more way to create string, like S is equal to, let here S1 I am writing, here S2 I am writing, this one is S1. Okay, let computer. Then in SCP section the object will be created like computer. And now here S2 in this. But this is not having any reference, but this is having reference. Okay, this is the difference between if we create string using this constructor and if we create string without using constructor. Getting? Now whenever we create string like this, then two objects will be created, one in heap section, one in SCP section. This is nothing but string constant pool. Okay, this is present in that method area. Next, whenever we create string like this, then the string will get allocated, that object will be created in this SCP section. This is only the difference. Okay, you have to keep in mind. Now one more point. See, let here I am again writing eLogic, then what will happen? If any of the object in that SCP section having same content, already created object is there suppose, and which is having same content like previous contents, then no other object will be created. Now the same object will be referred by that S2 now. In this way. Okay, it will act. Means in SCP section there is only one object, means there will only one object present having the content. If the same content will not be again copied in any other object. Means for one content only one object will be present in this SCP section. Let I am writing like this, new string and again eLogic. What will happen? See here. Here again two objects will be created. In heaps area one object and in SCP section one object. Now here let S2 is, I am removing this S2. Whenever we create like this, what will happen? In this way the structure will be. Again I am creating second object S2. Now here S2 will be created and the contents are same like eLogic. Getting? But whenever we create, see, we know that whenever we create any object using this format, means just like we are calling here that parameterized constructor, then what will happen? This object will be created in heap section first. It will not check whether there is object present in that heap area already. Okay, it will not check. But here it will check in SCP section here whether there is any object present, string object present having the same content. Yes, there is present, then it will not create new object. And again one more point here, there is no any reference if we are creating like this. Okay, but if we are creating like only using assignment operator and that double quotes, then here that object reference will be present. Okay, this is just a difference between how we can create string variable. There are actually two mostly used two ways are there. The first way is like this and second way is like this. Directly assign whatever string you want to attach, means you want to store in that s2. This is the second way. If you are directly assigning them, if you want to accept that string from user, then you have to just create that scanner class object and just accept. In that case you can just declare reference like string s2 only, this is okay. Or you can create any string without passing any argument. Okay, just we will see that, don't worry about that. Here we will write like this, string s2 equals to, let I am writing again same, then this type of structure will be there. This is not present and here it is pointing. Getting? These are two sections. Now see, garbage collector will not consider this area. Okay, that's why if we are creating too many string objects in this way or in this way, what in both ways, here the memory allocation will be done. If we are creating in this way, then more objects will get created in this area and it may consume lot of space and there may be a problem of memory full. Okay, in this, okay, string, because the garbage collector will not just delete or free these references. Then when this will get freed, whenever JVM will shut down, okay, means if you are just shut down, JVM will shut down means your just PC will shut down, automatically JVM will shut down and at that time automatically this area will be cleared. Okay, heap section will be cleared by garbage collector automatically. Getting? Now, or see, if this is a web application, then what will happen? Because server will not get shut down, it is not allowed, but there is a restart concept in server. Server should be restarted after some particular duration. Whenever server gets restarted, automatically this will be freed. Getting? Restart means just it will shut down and start. Okay, in that case this will be freed. Just this is only for your interview purpose. Okay, if they may ask like question, what is the difference in these two? You cannot say, don't say like this is a shortcut way to create a string. Actually this is a shortcut way, best way, but there are some internal differences you must know. Okay, now here just you are calling that parameterized constructor and here you are just creating that string just like built-in data types. Okay, just like built-in, means how we create integer variable int a equals to, directly we can assign value. In the same way we can create string variable. That approach if we are using, then here constructor will not be called, here constructor will be called. Okay, actually internally the same thing is there but areas are different. Now I am going to explain string constructors. Now constructor is nothing but a special method of a class that is having same name as a class name, everything you know. String is a inbuilt class. Inbuilt means whatever constructors, those are again already written by the language itself. We are just using those constructors. S is equals to, we will use like this, new string, and here we will not pass anything. Okay, this is the first constructor. Here the string which is having no any character in it, means string which is having length 0 will be created. Not like that here this S will have null in it. No, it will not have null. It will have which is an empty string object. Getting? Internally whenever you will create like this, the string S will be created and there is one string object, but in it there is no any content in it, means only you can write like this, not even space in this way. Empty string will be there in that S. Getting? Not null, always compulsory. There may be MCQ type question like whether that S is null or empty. It will not be null. Getting? Null means not referring to any object, but here it is referring to that S because we are creating that object using new operator. Getting? This is nothing but default constructor. Now next, string s equals to new string, and here we can pass any string literal. We have already used string literal. Whatever enclosed in double quotes, that will be considered as a string literal. Okay, here equivalent string of that string literal will be created automatically. Means this object will hold that string literal internally. For example, string s equal to new string, and here in double quotes you have to pass that string. Okay, in this way you can use this constructor to create a string. Now third way, string s equal to new string, and here you can pass any string buffer object. Okay, that string buffer object we will see up to this point. Actually, string buffer is again one more class that you can use to create string. Let you have created one object using that string buffer class already present, and using that object you want to create one string variable or string object. Then you can pass that string buffer object here. Get it? Now here you will pass like string buffer object. Okay, means equivalent string of that string buffer object will be created here, and that will be inside yes. We have seen that character array concept in C++. Okay, in the same way here also there is a character array, because char data type present in Java also. Now we can create character array, and that character array we can pass while creation of string again. Okay, now how to do that? See, here we will pass string s is equals to new string, and here we will pass that character array like this. Let char, and here any, let array name is ch. Now how to do that? Let we have declared one character array. How? Simple, char ch, I am using same. Let here the characters are a, b, c. Whenever we are creating any character array and we are initializing at the time of creation, then there is no need to use that new char and then square bracket and size. Nothing is required if we are initializing at the time of declaration. Now here this character array is having these 4 characters that we can pass to create a string. Simple way is there, just you have to write like this. Let string s equal to new, and here we will pass that ch. Then this s will hold string like abcd. Getting? String s equal to new string, and here we can pass any byte array. Byte square bracket, let byte array name is b. Now here how to use this? We have to first declare one byte array. Let I have declared byte array like this. Byte b equals to 100, 101, 102, 103 suppose. And let we are creating string like this. String s equal to new in this way. Suppose we are creating string. Now tell me what may be the contents of this s.
100, 100.
It will convert all the bytes to characters. You know ASCII characters for Unicode system again. Means Unicodes are again same like ASCII for capital letters, small letters and digits. Okay. Now you know that small case a will have 97 ASCII value or Unicode value. The same is here. Means here the character associated with this 100 will be 97, 98, 99, 100. Means A, B, C, D, small d. Okay, that's why here the small d character will be associated with this 100. That's why here E, F, G. That's why the string you will get will like this D, E, F, G. These are the contents of this S now. In this way, no space. This is a object S now. Getting? These are just 5 constructor you must know. The first constructor is a default constructor. If you are creating any string using this default constructor, then you should accept that string from user, or you can just assign a string. Next one is here, you can create string by passing string literal directly. Here in double quotes you can pass string, and using that string the object will be created. Next one is here, you can pass any string buffer object. Next one is here, you can pass any character array, and the last one is you can pass any byte array. The equivalent string for that byte array, it will just connect all those characters associated with the byte variables, means byte values whatever you are providing. Okay, and the string will be formed. Any doubts in this? These are just 5 ways to create a string, 5 constructors actually. The next point is some important methods I am going to discuss here, whatever present in that string class. Methods means functions which are present, which are inbuilt methods present in that string class, and all those are instance methods. Okay, means we have to first create object of that string class, and with that object you can use those methods. Okay, now first method is length method. Length method will give you the number of characters in that string. That is, first is a length method like public int will be the return type, of course. Int will be the return type. Method name is length, and like this, public int length. Now how to use this method?
लेन यूज करतो ना.
हाँ.
लेन
Function.
मग ब्रॅकेट मध्ये
पूर्ण फंक्शन.
This is a method present in that string class. Now I want to use this method. This is the instance method. Okay, because we have not written object dot length. Now object should be of type string.
Yes.
Okay, now how to do that? See, we will write here like this. First we will create one string object. Let s is equal to new string. Let we have written here like this. Let system dot out dot println. Here I want to call that length method. Then I will call like this, simple s dot length. Then you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be displayed onto the output screen. This is just a length method. Now always take care, don't write like this, length. Now this length, if you are using like this, now length should be a variable present in that class. This should be a property. The class is nothing but a collection of properties and methods. Okay, property we can access directly using this. Okay, without using that parenthesis, and method we have to just call using parenthesis. Now in string class, this length is a method. In array, length is a property. Always keep in mind. That's why if you are writing like this, then you will get compile time error. If you are writing like this, then you will get compile time error, like cannot find symbol variable length. Application java dot lang dot string. See, if you miss this parenthesis, then you will get error, because if you are writing like this, then length will be considered as a variable or property. Okay, it will not be considered as a method. This s is a object of string class. That's why the Java compiler will check whether that s means string class is having this length property. It will check for that. In which package this string is present, java.lang package. That's why it will go inside the java.lang package, will go inside that string class and will check for that length property. And so it will not find that length property, because that is not present. And that's why it will raise error like cannot find symbol variable length, because there is a length method present. And if you are writing like this, then you will get exact number of characters. Okay, this is the difference. Always keep in mind. With array, you have to use length like this. If this s is array, then if this is a string, then compulsory write this parenthesis. Don't do this mistake. Getting? The next method is character at. Character at particular index it will return. The return type should be char because it will just return one character. Okay, the char at. C is small, A is capital. Always the naming conventions you must know. See, we have written that length. All letters are in small case. Here char at, char C should be small. Means this char should be small, but A is capital. Here return type is a char, and here you have to pass specific index. Index should be of type integer. This method will return character at specified index from that string. See, let we have created any string. Suppose string s equal to new string, and let we are passing here again same. And now I am writing suppose sopln s dot. See, compulsory we have to call all the methods using object dot. S dot let char at, let I am writing here 3. Now tell me what will be the output here.
0 पासून नाही काय?
Yes, index 0. That is again same. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's why it will return Z character. Now let I am writing like this. sopln s dot char at 30. Now here of course index out of bounds. Here strict bound checking is there in case of array and string both. Okay, that's why here runtime error you will get. Compile time error you will not get. Okay, the JVM will raise that runtime error, and that is nothing but runtime error you will get, that is string index out of bounds. Getting? String index out of bounds. This type of runtime error you will get in this case if you are passing size greater than this one. Okay, even you are passing suppose 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then also you will get this error. Getting strict bound checking is in case of strings as well as in case of array. If you are writing here -1, then also you will get same error. Okay, if you are writing here -1, -1 is again out of bounds, means less than or greater than the length -1. If you are passing length -1 is nothing but index of last character in that string. That's why if you are passing less than 0 value or greater than length -1, you will get this type of error in case of strings. Okay, while using that character at method. Getting? Next one is concat. Concat, it will return string object, and here you have to pass one string object. This is just a syntax of concat method. Now see how to use this. Let we have created one string object. String s1 is equal to eLogic and s2 is equal to classes. String s2 is equal to let classes. Now here let you are writing like this. String s3 is there. Suppose s3 is one more string we are creating, but it is not pointing to any object. Okay, and whenever we write like this, s3 is equal to s1 dot concat s2. In this case s1 and s2 will be concatenated with each other, and the resultant string will be returned, and that will get stored inside s3. Let after this execution, if you are displaying like sopln s1, sopln s2 and s3. Now just guess what will be the answer here in all cases.
S1 मध्ये eLogic, S2 मध्ये classes आणि S3 मध्ये ads.
Yes, very simple. Just don't think in like C, because in C S1 will get affected. Okay, means we will not call like S1 dot, but here whatever you are passing from that one argument will get affected in case of C and C++. In case of Java, the concat method will be like this. Here eLogic will be as it is in S1. Then S2 will have classes, and in S3 you will get eLogic classes. There, if there is one space here, then you will get like eLogic space classes. If no space, then attached contents you will get. Getting? Now, and here also you can write like this. See, S1 equals to S1 dot concat S2. This is again okay. Okay, now in S1 you will get eLogic classes. In S2 you will get only classes. Getting? Here S1 I am writing. Now the same thing you can achieve using plus operator. Plus is a overloaded operator in that string class. That's why you can use that plus operator to concatenate two strings. Now how to use? Here we can write S1. See, I am using again same S1. Okay, S1 equal to S1 plus S2. Then in S1 you will get eLogic classes, and in S2 again the same string will be there. If you are using here S3, then again fine, no problem. S1, S2 will remain same as it is. S3 will be the concatenated string. Getting? Now here one more way. S1 plus equal to S2, that is again fine. This plus equal to and equal to, both operators are overloaded in that string class. Okay, both are overloaded. If you want to change S1 itself, then only you can use this one. If you want that S1 and S2 to be attached, and in any other string you want that result, like in S3, then you can use this plus operator only. S3 equal to S1 plus S2, you cannot use plus equal to. You know. Any doubts? That's it. Now see here, I am just explaining that program. Like program to join two strings. Okay, then first always write that class name, like class test. Then let public static void main, then string args. In proper way you have to write program, then only you will get marks. Okay, now see here we have to create how many objects is concat to join two strings, and whatever result we will store in a separate string. For that we will need 3 string variables here. Okay, you can directly write like this: string S1, S2, S3, no problem. Okay, just like a normal primitive data type variable, how we create, the same way we can use here. Now scanner class object you have to compulsory create if you want to accept input from user. Then if you don't want to accept, just here you can create two objects, S1 equal to this one, S2 equal to this one. Means directly you can store any string in that S1 and S2, but better you just accept that those strings from user. That is always better. Why? If that question is for 5 marks, 6 marks, then okay. Now scanner SC equal to new scanner, and for that you have to compulsory import java.util package. Okay, scanner, and here you have to write system.in, and then here you have to import that package, like import java.util.scanner. Okay, now next, here we have just declared 3 variables of string class, then scanner class object we have created. Now next point, here we will just accept those strings from user. For that, first you have to give message to the user that enter the first string, then enter the second string, in this way. First, how to give message to the user? Simple way, system.out.print. Either you can use print or println, but better to use print here, because see, in front of that message I want to accept string from user. Okay, that's why system.out.print I will use, so that the cursor should be onto the same line. Okay, after that message, and here enter first string. Then see, there is a next line function of scanner class that you can use to accept string from user. How to use that? Simple. Here you have to write that S1 equal to SC dot next line, L capital. Again system dot out dot print, enter second string, then s2 equal to sc dot next line. Then we have to concatenate those two strings and we will store that in s3. How to do? You can use concat function, you can use plus operator. Now how to use that simple s3 equal to, either we can write s1 plus s2, or we have to use like s3 equal to s1 dot concat, sorry, s2. Now the result will be in s3, that we have to just display onto the output screen. How simple? Using system dot out dot println fashion. Here you can write concatenation or joint string, anything. Okay, plus and then s3. Here you can either use s3, you can again concatenate, join two strings in s1 again, no problem. Okay, means s1 dot concat, directly you can use s1 dot concat s2, means s1 equal to s1 dot concat s2, and then s1 also you can print. Okay, this is just a program to join two strings in Java. Any doubts in this? Here we have just first declared three string variables, then scanner class object to accept strings from user, then just give message to the user, enter first string, accept that string, enter second string, accept. Here see, next line you have to use compulsory, and then s1 plus s2 and simple concatenate. Either both ways don't use only one way and just display join string or anything concatenated string is. Function is equals, very much important function. Okay, equals means you can check here two strings whether those are equal or not. Here the syntax or the prototype of this method is like this. It will return boolean value whether true or false. Okay, function method name is equals, and here you have to pass one string object, simple string object. Now see, here it will check whether both strings are equal or not, but it will consider the case should be matched. If cases and everything is same, contents and case both are same, then only it will return true value, otherwise it will return false value. Now here see, this equals method is a method which is written inside object class. Actually we already discussed about object class. Object class is a base class for all classes. From that object class string class is derived. In that object class this equals method is present, and the same method is overridden in that string class. See, method overriding and method overloading, these two concepts are there in Java. Method overloading means multiple methods having same name but different arguments. Method overriding means the parent class and child class both are having same method. This method is actually present in object class and that is overridden here in string class. Okay, now here we have to pass one string object. Now see, we have just created let one string s1 equal to let eLogic, and same s2 string is there, like string s2 equal to again let same. If we are writing sop ln s1 dot equals s2, it will return true. Simple, it will display true onto the output screen. If here I am passing like L is capital and here L is small, then it will return of course false. There is one more method provided by string class, that is equals ignore case. Ignore C, I capital, C capital. Compulsory you should keep in mind the naming conventions. String, again string object you have to pass. Here see, this string method which is overridden here, okay, which is present in that base object class, but this is not present in that object class. This is only purely for string. Okay, now see, means this method is applicable for all objects. Getting? Equals method is applicable for all objects, but this method is applicable only for strings. This is the difference. Now here if you are writing here equals, ignore case, let s2, then it will return false. It will display false. Getting the difference in between these two? Always keep in mind this equals and equals ignore case. Now next one is simple substring. Substring means part of a string. Okay, simple method is there. It will return of course string, because substring is again a string, that's why it will return string. The method name is sub c, s is small here, sub, this s is small, this is again small, keep in mind. And here you have to pass index. One form of this substring is begin index only, and second sub form is begin and end, both index you can pass. See here I am writing start, okay, begin end you can write, or start end you can write, anything. Here I am writing let begin index. And second form is again string, method name is sub string, and here you have to pass two indices. First one is begin index and end index. Now let here one string, we have declared string variable, let string s is equal to, again same I am writing eLogic. If we are writing like this, suppose sopln s dot substring of 3, then you will get output like, see here 0 1 2 3, from 3 up to the end it will display like GIC, and again still you can just store that substring in any other string also. Here we are just displaying. Here you have to declare one more string variable, and in that you can store like s dot substring of 3, then in that you will get GIC. Now the next is, let I am writing sopln s dot substring, and here let I am writing 1 comma 3. Now see, always keep in mind, it will start from one index and it will end at 2 index. This is excluding end index. This will be included. The first one index will be included. That means it will start from 1 and ends with end index minus 1. Getting? Means here you will only get 1 means 0, 1 and 2, LO. Okay, that will be the string inside. Here you will get displayed. This is just a substring method of string class. These are all methods of string class. Length method, char at, then equals, concat, and this one is substring. One more is there. Place, yes. Now see, suppose one string is there like A, B, C, and we are calling like this S. Suppose that S is a string. S dot replace A comma B, suppose. Then you will get B, B, C. Okay? Getting? Now the next is, this one is a replace. Replace means it will replace all the old characters from that string by the new characters. See, there is one more form of this replace. Here you can pass two strings also. Okay, replace. Here you can also pass two strings, like here again public. Here instead of character you can pass string. String, let S1, string S2. What does it mean? Let your string is having multiple strings again and again, multiple substrings. Those substrings if you want to replace by this S2, it is again okay. Getting? Means let my string is like this, string S equal to let A, B, C, P, B, C in this way. And C I am writing like this, S dot replace, and here I am passing B, C, comma, P, Q. In this way, so instead of character we can pass strings also. Now what will happen inside here, you will get, and see this will return that string. It will not change itself, that string. Always keep in mind, whatever functions we are using, all those functions will not modify the calling string. Never. it will just return that resultant string. And that if you are again storing in the same string, then it will be modified. This always keep in mind. Now here suppose I am writing like this SOPLN, then here you will get string displayed like APQ PPQ, because BC here is the sequence that will be replaced by PQ. Getting? These are just two forms of replace. Just like character, you can pass strings also. Okay. Now the next one is 2 lowercase simple, 2 L capital, C capital, 2 lowercase and 2 uppercase. All the characters from that string will be converted to lower or upper here, and the resultant string will be returned in this case. And one more is there, trim function is there. See, trim function means it will just deletes or cuts at the end or at the beginning. Whatever spaces are there, all those will be deleted from that string. Means let any string is like this, let string S is having, here there are some spaces suppose, and here you are writing ABC, again spaces are there, and let you are writing like this, suppose string S2 equal to S dot trim. Then here in S2 you will get string ABC, no any space. Getting? But here there are some spaces at beginning and at end. That's why trim function is always used. Suppose you are filling any form, and in that suppose there is one like city name, city you have to enter, and there is a form. Someone will enter city from this space, someone may enter city from this space. Okay, by pressing 2 spaces may enter. If you want to match with any city this field, then if you are using that equals function, then it will give you that not matching. Okay, because see here suppose we have entered like Pune, but before that we have pressed 2 times space, then this will be considered like space Pune, and if you are matching that with Pune, then of course you will get here non-matching. Okay, this is just a function. Getting any doubts in these functions? Okay, now one more function, that is the last function, like index of. Index of, tell me. Index of, what do you think?
String.
Here index of one character you have to pass. See, index of is a function, is a method present in this again string class that will just tell you the first occurrence of this character, the index of first occurrence of this character. The return type is integer, method name is index of, and here you have to pass that character. Okay, suppose the string is like this, and I am writing like C SOPLN S dot index O capital. Okay, index of, let I am passing here character B. Here you will get answer 0, 1. It will just give you the first occurrence of that B character. Okay, let here I am writing again this one B X. Okay, it will give you 1. And there is one more function, that is last index of, that will give you the last occurrence of that character. Okay, means index of last occurrence, that is last index of. And here again you have to pass that character. Here suppose you are using like this SOPLN S dot last index of, and here let B. Then here you will get output like, see here from this, here index of this B character will be written 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any intermediate character index you cannot check in this way using any inbuilt method. There are only 2 methods present, index of and last index of, to get index of particular character from the string. Any doubts in these functions? These are just string oriented function. Using these functions you can do string programs.